everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hades. This one I have a friend with me again. Hello?
You can't get rid of me. It's impossible.
I cannot.
You've tried.
And I have you on a very special episode because this is my victory lap. I was thinking of doing a heat level 12 run, but I'm not. I've decided against that. I want to go full heat level 0. Empty that out. And just take my time collecting darkness, gems, addy stones if he wants, just to like commemorate this one, because my goodness, it's been probably a month of me trying this.
Admire. Go to that statue and admire that
okay,
right now.
Fine.
It looks distinctly different from this angle.
Yeah,
you're looking at the bony ass.
It's, you know, it's to be honest, it's kind of impressive.
Yeah,
I kind of like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
Scully goes hard.
Yeah, now, in order of like feelings for each of these, when this one was revealed, I wanted to murder him. Like, it legitimately, it hurt me so much. And then the second one was just me rolling my eyes and kind of a little, that's kind of funny, whatever. This one was hell, but you know what? I respect it. I respect the Skelemelius.
You respect the grinds. Skelemicus is the best of lads.
Yep. And we're doing just an easy little exegriff run with aspect of Eris and a mom pom, because I haven't been using the mom pom for a month. So here we go. And everything 0 is going to be great.
Look at that, is ice cold. That is Demeter level right there.
Yeah, I love it. This is my victory lap. Now, with my luck, I'll probably lose.
It's going to be some wild thing. All of a sudden, you just completely malfigure in progress. No reason.
One and the same. They left their mark upon the world.
I'll tell you who it's going to be. It's going to be the sneak that's going to kill me.
Oh, yep. It's prophecies long foretold. The fates have seen this.
Hello again. You ready for this hunt? Me, I've been looking forward since last time, so let's get on with it.
Okay. Ooh, I do like crit on my gun because it shoots fast.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna do it. So let's do it. Oh wow, things just die.
First shot was a crit.
Not cleared to do that.
Oh, that's right. I'm like, okay, let's get out. I'm like, oh,
Aramis, cool.
I completely forgot that that's a thing that we cannot do.
Yeah, you're too much of a weenie hut this run for it.
I like it. I like not getting hit by a trap and taking 5 billion damage.
Oh, it is the worst,
bro. Because I have a really bad habit of just like dashing in sticks to every room.
Yep, absolutely, and just directly to the
buzzsaw. Oh my god, yes, every time.
Yep, it never fails. And it's the long-standing curse which I've maintained myself. Needless to say, traps do their job. They are highly effective.
They really are. And you know which one I'm most embarrassed of getting hit by? The Elysium purple arrow.
Oh yeah, it's the slow-moving purple line. Man,
yeah. I'm gonna let you pick my rooms. Should I go health or Aphrodite? It's my victory lap. Okay.
Get some Afro going. Get some love going.
Get some love going. That's right. It's the run of love. Because of what we managed to complete.
Speaking of 7 Grecian loves, yes.
Speaking of, tell me about your experience with heat level 32, my friend. Have you done it yet? And if so, what was your experience? And also, what is your experience if you haven't done it yet anyway?
It is my deepest shame.
No, never feel shame. Hold on. What's this?
Dearest.
Great.
I know her type so very well indeed. She acts as though there's nothing that can get under her skin. Isn't that right?
She's a sensitive sort, actually.
You just have to get through her rough exterior.
Yeah. Her call is just the one that you get here.
It is a deep shame upon me, my family, my household, and my cow. In the words of,
you know what? It should never be a shame. Have you not completed it, sir?
I have not, so no.
No shame
I got
at all.
incredibly close to it again today, third phase Hades, and it sounds like the most gamer excuse in the world, but my controller stopped registering every 3/4 of a click.
I don't know. Should I believe that? Like,
It was one of those things where, like, at one point I just stopped the game, put on pause, and said, there's nothing I can do with this. It's just what it is.
wait, so you were able to press pause? The plot thickens, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I stand by it. I don't need your validation to tell me what it is that I saw that is gaslighting, and we all know that Hades is the god of gaslighting.
Yeah, I will forensically analyze that controller and tell you if anything is wrong with it.
I feel like it was, but regardless of whatever it was an issue that I've noticed even in Tartarus. So it was something that for the entire run I was dealing with.
So are you going to replace your controller?
I am really stuck right now. It is a PS4 controller that I use. I would absolutely love to get a beautiful PS5 controller with a PS5 that I could start using.
Hold on.
But money.
So if you don't have one by the time you come to New York, you can have my Elite controller. It's an Xbox controller. But like I've disavowed that controller since it caused me to lose my like 38 streak in Undermine before. Because of just like the tuning of the dead zone or whatever, it was annoying me.
So
it's all yours if you want it.
Then, huh?
Yeah, it's all yours.
Okay,
You just need to survive for like 2 months.
Yeah,
It is February when this is happening, and this will probably come up in June.
Yeah.
Don't spend it all in one
My
place.
primary concern is for the gauntlet tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so real time tomorrow, we are having the Fierce Butterfly Gauntlet. Cannot wait. I am excited. Let's go, mate. How do you feel? Yeah.
Oh, that's rude.
It is very rude.
I was honestly feeling really good for the gauntlets before I started having the controller issues today. Now I got a little bit of sweat on my brow.
That'll be the great equalizer, huh?
I think so. Like here it is. Here we go. You got to get rid of all 3 death defiances on this fight. I believe in you.
All right, let's go, Sneak. He's doing a good job. Or she? I like to think of the Sneak as a she.
Yeah. I consider it more of a David Bowie-esque androgynous form.
You know what? I can get behind that too.
Yeah. Like, you don't really know what it is, but you know it's attractive. That's all that really matters.
Go then. Remind them of the agony which brought them to your realm.
I will. I also have you know, he supposedly is about to meet Nyx, and I'm not into that. Not into that at all.
Oh, hey, listen. Mama Nyx is her own lady. She can get whatever she wants.
Yes, she can, and I respect her. And I'm telling her she can absolutely do her own thing, but I will also say that I am still jealous. I'm allowed to be jealous.
Yep. I mean, that's understandable. Yeah.
That's my mama.
That is your mama.
That I love.
Yep, that is the only feeling you have there at this.
Platonically. Because she's my mama. She's a wonderful lady.
The loveliest of ladies.
Yes.
I do love Nyx. Once again, I know you've seen it before. She is my portrait on the wall that I have. She is, for my purposes, she is the mother that raised Zag, and she is the queen of the underworld in Zag's eyes in my game. So
yeah.
Ooh,
they're all incredible, and I love them all.
Really good options, yeah, absolutely. The question is which weird one are you gonna go?
I think I'm going to do Cluster.
Yeah, get it.
I can't say no to 5 freaking cluster bombs, mate.
How could you? How could you? It is a
I'm gonna do this for you. It's a victory lap. It's a victory lap.
Yep.
Oh, and Thanatos is here. Hello.
How about another of our little contests, Zagreus?
All right, let's do it. Let's do it, buddy. Let's do it, buddy. This won't. You know why? Because I have explosions, bro. Have you ever had a flawless against him?
I have, yeah.
I think he always gets 1 on me.
It gets real fucking close.
Yeah.
It's always like some really small stupid thing too. Like at the edge of the field. It's like just give it to me by honor
for
status.
real.
Like come on, man.
See there, I just got 1. It's cool.
Yeah. There.
He got 3. You know what? Does he always give you max health? I feel like he does, and I love it.
Good
He
work.
does. Whenever you beat him, you do.
It's clear.
Nice.
Go.
So I was wondering if it was ever like another consumable.
No.
All right. I've been playing Heat level 32 for so long that I forgot what the default boon price is. Is it 180?
150.
150. Okay, jeez. I'm like, it's not 270, that's for sure.
Right? It's like, that's not right. Look at that. Ooh.
I love them both. Fine.
I'll take it.
Really?
My
This was
God.
juicy.
Yeah.
Hate to be ungrateful here.
Yeah, I like to fill out my primaries before I do much else.
I get it. I get it.
Also, this will be the first episode in a while where we get the fish, if we do get a fish.
Oh.
Because I've been trying to go so fast before.
Oh, yeah. You have to.
Hey, girl, you're saying my name now.
Say my name. Say my name.
When no one is around you, like your sister's there, please don't try to kill me. Oh no, with the green shit, get out of my way, baby. I'm gonna blow you up.
Yeah, does not mind at all.
By the way, I think she's the hardest sister. She's the most difficult sister for me. Electro does give me a lot of trouble sometimes, but when all three are combined, her as a lead is the toughest for me.
I've always found I've had difficulty with Electro lead.
Really?
Honestly, it's just because of her like Blade Rift cast or whatever it is. It's the only item you cannot like dodge shift through.
Okay.
And I forget about it until I do it every time, and then I'm like, well, that's 25 health. Fuck my life.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So now my question is, oh no, you don't have to purge anymore.
You're free from the curse.
You can tell how like my muscle memory and just instinct just go and purge to get out of the way.
Have to.
Also, getting used to being able to select what you want instead of having approval process. And speaking of, what have you done to your pact of punishment to make it to Heat level 32? Like, talk to me. What's your build? And then I'll talk to you about like my build and eventually what became successful. Tell me where you started and then like where you've evolved to, because it's kind of like a puzzle, right?
It is, yes. The thing that I found is that I work with the best is essentially I will do like the quick escape down to 9 minutes per realm, because I do not like stressing about the time clock on there. That's
fair.
I'm not really
Yep.
I don't like bugging with that. Extreme.
Although you do know that that's happening during Pierce Butterfly, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
But like, I'll take you down to 9, but I'm not going to take you down to 7.
No, we're only doing one.
No, I get. But like, when it comes to 32, I'm like, it's not involved. I'm not worth it.
Almost finished.
Okay.
Of course, I have to do the extreme measures up to 4. Because that's the easy
Nice.
one.
That's
So, yeah.
that's actually okay. Good thing that you said that. Continue.
Yep, that's the one that I like to work with at least. I definitely do middle management. I do the
Middle
armor
management. That's interesting. And can you explain to me why middle management, knowing that Hades is going to summon those mini bosses with the extra abilities at the end?
Honestly, I don't find them that bad. The only mini boss that I have an issue with ever is the Medusa with whatchamacallits, with the middle management. Just the Medusa. All the other mini bosses,
the Medusa and the thing that slams and does a wave. Too?
Yeah, I fucking hate that. Hate it.
They're jerks. Dude, the wave hits me more consistently than when the skulls from Hades does its thing.
It's atrocious. I hate that fight so much.
What do you know? We were just in the middle of a song here, hon.
So, okay. So, do you have hard labor on where they do more damage to you?
Yes, I do hard labor, but I don't do forced overtime because the extra 20% speed is absolutely wrecks my shop.
How high in hard labor do you go?
40%.
40%. Interesting. Okay. Now, what about lasting consequences?
Bye.
Which one does that do again?
It reduces your healing.
Oh yeah, I do that to 1 level. I do the increased cost to 1 level. Yeah, I do the reduction of
the increased cost on 1 level. Wow, interesting.
Yeah, I will go in ahead typically and throw in there the reduction of choices down to a single option. I will have to purge the item, and then I will refuse to do the traps damage. I refuse it. I hate it. I fuck trap damage. Absolutely not. I
love to hear that, because I have had 2 Death's Defiances go away due to, like, in one run, due to traps, which is
it's all asphodel. It's all asphodel. That's what it is. It's the
no,
fucking lava.
not just asphodel. No, for me, it's sticks, man.
I feel that. I feel it, but for me, asphodel gets me the most. It's the lava. Like, you step on lava, and it's a 4 damage, like, per, what is it, 0.2 seconds?
Yeah, and then Lerny, too. Yeah. That little... Ooh.
Hate. Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious and fascinating to me. Okay, so you didn't turn on the traps one. What was... So your non-negotiable was extreme measures, and you have one of... like tight deadline. What else?
Yeah.
What else was like extra crispy?
I mean, those are really my only extra crispy ones. The rest of them were just like single.
We're doing this.
1 or 2 dips. Yeah, boy.
It's acceptable.
I mean, I try to balance things out best I can, with the exception of the non-negotiable ones that I refuse to do. The extra trap damage is the forced overtime. Because fuck those items. On a completely side note, I was going to bring it up earlier. In real time, you released your episode today that was disgusting, where Hades was essentially talking shit about you buying stuff for the house. And he's like, "Oh, yes, would you buy all the items? Maybe you'll have my love." And you called me out on that. That is 100% the reason I started buying everything.
Are you serious?
If I was like, "Fuck you, Dad, I'm gonna fucking own this house, and you'll fucking pay me rent for this bitch, and then you'll respect me, Dad."
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's why it was so.
So that was your origin story.
Yeah, that was the Batman style origin story there.
Isn't the one and only rail of adamant in your possession there? To strike one's enemies from afar is really the only way, I think, and it's about as good a substitute for lightning bolts as you're likely to find.
Sure. Give me your dash. Whoa. No, I don't like that one. I don't like smoldering air at all. Huh?
Get it out of there. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's horrible.
All right, Lord Zeus.
Lots
of coin there.
Okay, so what weapon were you using in your closest run with him? Also, have you completed your cosmetic journey?
I've not, no. Once again, I feel that there's still items that have yet been released onto the menu. As though I've purchased nearly everything on there, it still does not provide me the check mark, which makes me think that there are just cosmetics that will eventually reveal themselves.
What?
Yeah. So no, I haven't.
That's wild.
It's in the Great Hall and the West Hall. Both are not able to be checked off yet. And I'm just looking at the full slots like, come on.
Have you bought every track from the soundtrack?
I've not, no. But I'm getting pretty darn close. I have like 3 left.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I've only bought like maybe 1.
Hail, my kid.
Did you get good riddance?
Don't think so.
Ooh, I do. I'll say this. I do appreciate that one. Also, that was
on
earworm that my coworkers had to deal with for a solid like a week after I remembered the song. I was like, oh, this is stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
And then it just starts being sung throughout the rest of the day, and then everyone else has to just
I have not seen this screen in forever.
Oh, look
I forgot that this is what it looks like.
Look how little lava there is.
I forgot that this was the actual fight before. What the? Oh, that's right. I can't cast.
Remember when this was the spiciest of all things?
Yes, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. This is so casual, so chill.
Yeah. It's such a good time right now. Just having a nice conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, this is one of the most badass tracks in the soundtrack.
Yeah, I like it. Has it like mild, like sci-fi vibe to it? It's like,
I dig it, man. I dig it. I dig this entire soundtrack. I've listened to it on repeat, like for multiple weekends. The 2 weekends that I've been playing the game.
Good. Because you've been playing the game since you started originally. Everyone, congratulations. The illusion is broken. This is 2 weeks of real time.
Yeah, pretty much.
It feels like a nap.
The veil has been lifted.
Hallelujah.
This is what pure addiction looks like. And also why I try to avoid playing MMORPGs because I get this addicted to them too, where I literally don't want to do anything else but play this game and that's it. Like I dreamt about this when I was doing the pack level 32 stuff, and the last time I did that was when I was trying to do the hardest challenges in Hollow Knight. And I was like, oh no, I know I have it. I want to try it. I want to try to beat him without getting hit, etc. And I was like, okay, fine. And when I started feeling that, I was like, okay, yeah, I got it bad for this game.
Yep, absolutely, man. I was telling Scrambo about it a couple of months back when I was really diving back into this game after like a year hiatus. I started dreaming in the isometric view.
Oh, what does a dream like that look like, man?
It's wild. Like it's like third person, like isometric view, just like watching myself like do my thing. It was.
But now here's the question, though. The question is. Are you watching yourself, and do you look like a video game character? Or do you look like you like real?
Yeah. It was definitely stylized. It definitely had like that stylization of it where like to my senses, like the back of my head was like kind of like vaguely shaded because like clearly I haven't directly seen the back of my head because
interesting.
Yeah, like you have mirrors and things like that, sure. But
well, yeah, but like I would assume that your subconscious will fill that in with
something.
Yeah,
and like the face was like relatively vague as
well.
Ooh,
my first fishy.
Once again, it was very Hades-esque. Get it.
Did you have any boss fights there too?
No, it was it was not a dream of me doing Hades. It was a dream of
no, I know, but I was just wondering if you had like a boss fight in your normal life.
I think the boss fight was essentially me making a sandwich, if I remember correctly. Like I was making a panini, and I was just doing it in like the Hades third person.
Now, what kind of panini? This will be the most important question I ever ask you because paninis are. Oh my God! Don't attack for 3 rooms.
I think you got it though. I mean, you have a pretty strong special. You'll have your cast back. Yes.
I've never picked that up before. YOLO.
Well. So I'm a little bougie. There is one sandwich / panini I've created to like. It is prosciutto and brie. But the key is you'll use a big jam and an arugula balsamic like salad on it, or like a slaw. It is incredibly good.
Dude, if the people listening to this, or like if you're just listening, thank you. Because the listens actually help too. But if you're watching this and listening, like just hearing this man describe this panini, isn't that heaven?
It is. It's incredible.
I would eat that up right now. Amazing.
Yeah. I cannot take credit for it at all. It is a copycat that I made from a restaurant in the town that I'm at.
Now, did you ask them how they made it?
Nope. I looked at their menu and I said, I'm pretty sure I can figure that out. I just experimented for a while and then I made it and it's fuck, man.
So now the question is, you looked at it and you didn't ask them or whatever. So my question is, are you the type of person to not read the manual of the IKEA table that you just bought on how to build and you're like, I got this, I can figure it out? Or do you consult the instruction manuals for things that you get? You might need to build?
I will read the instruction manual to build the thing exactly once.
Do you
after
also
I build it,
ask for directions when you're lost?
GPS really doesn't make that relevant anymore, unfortunately. The millennial
you weren't alive before GPS was standard in cars, right?
I mean, I was alive. It's just
you weren't driving. Okay, got it.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I started driving in the brilliant year of 2012.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah,
I mean,
I had
still
GPS on my phone.
Earlier than me, sir. Yeah. I've yet to start driving.
Yeah.
Are we done with this curse yet? No, we're not. Holy crappy! Not only are we not done, we have Meg. Yeah, back off of me. Meg said back off of me. You heard? Just back off.
Right.
Back off.
You are Meg's only she can hurt you.
Yeah, she's the only one that's allowed. The only pain is okay. It's painful, yes, but it's okay. No, wrong way. Oh, baby, I can't believe that actually died.
Right.
Why is this shot? Oh, because I can't attack. Yep, makes sense.
can't.
I'm like, why are things hitting me when I'm not used to things hitting me?
Right, so what the dickens?
Not now.
Ow! Oh, that's right, don't attack. One of these days I'll internalize that.
I believe you. I believe it.
Can't do that.
Ooh. So was this the closest you've ever gotten to beating Hades
I'm out.
with
I
your...
thought no, I mean, I've gotten to his third phase before. It was just about, it was equidistant to like 3 different attempts.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still salty, man. I was I stepped away after like 3 hours. I did not play anything else for 3 hours. It's like,
Girl,
no,
I know.
I'm just gonna
That salt is very real.
Yeah, it was harsh, man.
I know that feels so well.
Can't do that.
Speaking of Meg, I had a crazy encounter. It wasn't super.
You had a crazy Meg encounter? Yeah, tell me more.
A couple of weeks ago, essentially I got to like the 100th time of facing her consecutively and winning.
That's a thing?
Dialogue. Yeah, the special dialogue that occurs with that one was unfortunately also when I was doing.
How many times have you faced her?
A lot. I faced Meg a lot. Because I played the game a lot. Regardless, it was on that particular encounter that I also did the forced overtime to 2 levels, so there was like 2 times
yikes.
40 movement speed and 40 damage, and I was using the twin fist. And it was the one where I had recently one level or like one room before challenged Charon to a fight by trying to steal from him. So
why would you do that to yourself?
I was like, it's so early. I'm fine. I can kick Charon's ass even when he's on 20%.
How many Death's Defiance did you use on that fight?
All of them. Every single one. I walked into Meg with 20 health.
That's amazing.
So when she said some special dialogue about it, I was like, well, this is going to be real disappointing for you then, won't it, girl?
That's good.
That's so good.
Yep, and she promptly handed my ass back home.
Yes.
Transgressions are tolerated.
Yep, almost got you.
No time to lose.
I was watching it, man. I thought.
Recharge already.
No, I got it. Ow, 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 ow. Don't hit me. Oh, that almost got me too. But now I can attack. I have returned.
Okay.
Are you done?
I should press on.
Useless.
Look at all that hell.
Let me tell you that I did do a lot of my 32 heat level runs with all... Wow, 44. Nice. Oh, you have to do 2, right? Even though this is guaranteed, you have to do 2.
2 is nice.
I started it with extreme measures 4. I was like, this is a non-negotiable. Until like I stopped feeling my fingers and I died at like heat level, not heat level 3, but like phase 1 or 2 or to Hades, but not because of him killing me, but because of the timer. Because I was also doing 5-minute tight deadline. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
How very gracious.
So I eventually, but after doing 5-minute tight deadline for so long, when I bumped it up to like a 7-minute tight deadline, it felt like nothing. But yeah, it was freaking nightmarish.
Don't say I didn't warn you, young man.
I don't like those rushed levels. Like any game where it's like, here's a timer or like a soundtrack audio cue for you being underwater. I'm like, excuse me,
for sure,
as my anxiety just shoot through the roof real quick.
Brother, I know exactly what you're talking about too, because I'm right there with you. But you also know that my brain just works like if it's on 100% caffeine all the time. So just having that there in the competition, it's like, oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Gotta get him.
Hey, I feel it, man. Way. Oh my god, they're so spicy. Oh man, he's an angry boy.
It's an angry eye blob.
So I eventually did tight deadline 7 minutes. No extreme measures. I essentially tried to make it so the only buff that Hades had was more damage. So I put hard labor all the way up to 100%. So everything was doing double damage to me.
Yeah.
And that's it. I had no jury summons, so no extra, or maybe just 1 jury summons. Can't remember. Either 1 or none. I had lasting consequences 25%. So I was getting 75% healing. and then everything else. I had the traps hurting me. Oh wow, that was beautiful. I had the traps hurting me. I did not have middle management. I did not have the other armored stuff because I was like, anything that's gonna deter my runs, I don't want it, especially when I'm trying to go fast. Because my god, did I learn quickly that when you have those dudes that grab you to like trap you with the chain, and they have their like the sneakers where they're faster. It's impossible to dodge them, one, and then it's just infuriating. It's freaking infuriating. And I just, and then the witches too, when they have that too. Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's bad time.
In the name of Hades.
Like that in Tartarus.
Like it made me scream. It legit made me scream.
I'm so sorry for your neighbors.
But yeah, I couldn't do it. I basically put everything else in like the prices. I maxed it out. Anything that's like that I didn't have to worry about, that's not actual damage, that I just needed to play better about, I was like, okay, fine, let's do that and make the run normal. And it kind of worked out.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I was about to say, you got your statue, so it sounds like it worked out
yeah
very well.
I got what's his face, Hades to phase 2, and as long as I didn't need to deal with his stupid phase 3 and his healing, his faster things, and him summoning mini bosses, because those mini bosses were kicking my butt, dude. And I couldn't figure out whether I should ignore them or kill them, because Hades is extremely lethal at every moment in that fight. So
definitely the kind of equation I worked out for that worked well for me always is, for the first mini boss group that he summons, you need to focus on the mini boss. That's your best bets. On the second one, just focus on Hades, because as soon as he goes down to 0, it'll just despawn the mini boss.
Yeah.
That was the only way I made it work, and it's worked pretty damn well for me.
Really?
Yeah, like that's every time now I face Hades, that is like.
But you also have approval process maxed out, meaning you only have one choice, right?
Yes.
So like there's a good amount of luck that's required on those runs too, then, though, because you need to be able to do enough damage to armor to those freaking mini bosses to do anything.
Luck or skill, my good sir. Ooh, we got some options here, man.
I like them all.
That's true.
I like them all. But we are using a lot of our special. So that's the way to go. I have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Hello.
Should come in useful.
Yes.
Oop.
Hello.
Hello.
Have a nice day. See you later. Oh my goodness, is it gonna be the first non-extreme measures Theseus run in probably like over 2 months or something?
It's gonna feel.
This is crazy. Does he say anything new? I wonder.
Asterius, Theseus.
You challenge us to battle, Hellspawn. Then Asterius and I accept.
He doesn't. That's unfortunate, but it's okay.
Nice. Listen to that,
Asterius is the real like boss in this game when it comes to like extreme heat levels. Because holy crap, does he have so much health, bro?
Yes, he does. He has a lot of health, and if you have any speed bump onto him, he is.
I cannot imagine.
It's so bad.
That's nasty. Like 40% faster. How do you even dodge him?
You have to dodge phase through him until he dizzies himself and stops.
What?
It is down to a hairline wire every single time. You cannot miss a single time.
Crazy. Yo, he's kicking my butt.
Yeah. However, if you do have like a Zeus perk where it does like the near miss, it can really mess him up just by doing that.
Nice.
Oh, he's such a little baby doing this. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Did you notice that I was trying to avoid his like slam because I'm used to him doing the blast wave? Oh, nice hit, jerk.
I absolutely did.
Let's go.
Gods of Olympus, I shall stop this monster.
I love like spamming him when he's about to do that too.
Yes, without question.
You monster. I'm not a monster.
My hot take with the Theseus battle has to be that I think while Asterius is more difficult, with extreme measures, Theseus is well easier. Like the chariot form is easier than the spear and shield.
Yes.
For half.
But Asterius is just there to take pot shots at you while you're trying to take out Asterius. Because Theseus is just a nobody. Wow, that's a lot of darkness. But I'll tell you what, like the Theseus pot, like that fight is honestly really well designed. Especially the extreme measures one. And let me try to explain why. I think it's because the little pot shots that Theseus takes, like, yes, it fits the character perfectly, but it also it's meant to be annoying, and it does 20 damage, and it's a lot of damage, but it's when it hits you, you're like, oh, you bastard, you shouldn't have hit me, you're barely in this fight or whatever. And it's meant to continue to like cook that rage that you have against him, especially when you're going for, like, let's say a high heat level run. It's just there to like just trigger you and just and it's so well, it's really well done. At least that's what I think.
It's just as a game design, it is very well.
And it's infuriating
narrative, but I fucking hate him.
Yeah, it's
I want to punch him in the throat.
It's the worst. It's the freaking worst.
The only
chamber
is extreme measures, where he just cackles like a school child the entire time. You're just like, you're just a man child. Okay.
Well, yes, we knew that from the start. Wow. You want to know how to make things disappear in a room? Just move and press every button.
I'm out.
Just throw your control on the ground and just let it do its thing.
Oh, what's the most overpowered around you that you've ever had? Also, when I watch you, you don't have a YouTube channel yet. When people hear your voice, they'll be like, oh, he needs one. But but are you gonna do another attempt at heat level 32? I'd love to watch.
I am going to take some time and just decompress from that. I'm probably going to do like a heat level like 12.
All right. Because I would totally like to watch that though.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a 32 right now. I
know you need to be in a certain state of mind for that. And I mean, it's pretty late at night.
Zeus.
For me, in particular, not for you. They really want to give me this, huh?
They do, but fight them.
I will.
Fight against the gods.
Your lightning bolt effects. No, I say this one.
Thunder and lightning.
Thunder and lightning.
Frightening me. Scalamicus, let us go.
Magnifica. Whoa.
Oh, Megaria.
I'm just a little Zag trying to escape.
Every fucking time.
For real, wow. They really want me to have it.
It's rude.
They want me to smolder like Dwayne Johnson and Jumanji. But it's not gonna happen.
You don't got the eyebrows.
I'm gonna. I have the eyebrows, sir. I definitely. How dare you? Have you seen these luscious brows, man?
Listen. But let me correct myself. It's not the brows. It's like the brow muscle, like the ability to raise the eyebrows.
I have those brow muscles. I just do it on the wrong eyebrow.
Okay. Oh, that's
but it's perfect. It's still perfect. I'm just quasi Dwayne The Rock Johnson, except I will never be that strong.
Probably not a bad attitude.
I mean, I've tried. I've gave it my best in like 2000. When was it? I don't know. Whenever I was powerlifting. But that no, Dwayne Johnson. No, thanks. That's like mutant level. I would love. Can you imagine? Okay, if mutants, if the X-Men were like real, or like mutants were a thing, and you could develop powers, what power would be your favorite power? To have. Along with the negatives that come with it and everything, and like whatever stigma comes to you for having it or whatever? Or would you be a villain? What would you use those powers for? So many things.
So earnestly, I think out of all of the things, the one that would make me happiest as a person would probably be essentially like Beast Boy. Just like the ability to wild shape. Yeah, like wild shape into various animals or just change. Yeah, just like essentially like a D&D druid, like a Beast Boy from Titans. Like that, that to me is the fucking goddamn coolest and like most.
Now tell me why. Tell me why. Now, would you be okay with losing your mind? Well, if you're a beast, if you could transform like beast, you would still have your own intellect, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But you still like wouldn't necessarily. It's just like the thing. It's like you have the freedom at that point to do anything. Do you want to fly in the sky, turn into a bird? Do you want to dive into the ocean, turn into a whale? Do you want to just disappear from people, turn into an insect and just fly away, and they'll just not notice you?
All right, now here's a question. Knowing that you have that power, right? And you have the power to turn into a whale or whatever it is, and you'd be able to breathe underwater and like, or at high altitude and not require that much air. Would you willingly explore the unknown abyss of the deep ocean?
That shit terrifies the fuck out of me, son. The things that are down there. Like, here's the thing. I don't even know what's down there. That's
a lot of. It's like most of us don't. Even scientists, they have no idea.
There's been like less people to the bottom of Marianas Trench than to the surface of the moon. Yeah, so I mean, here's the thing. Do I think that immediately I would do with that? Absolutely not. But like in like 50 years, when I've like really honed my skills and senses, like I might try to get weird with it, you know?
Really?
I might try to fuck around.
Really? Okay, now so here's the question then. What beast would you pick to go into the deepest abyss of the ocean where no man has ever gone before? And one, why? And two, how in the world would you keep yourself from hyperventilating out of fear when you see Cthulhu himself?
Yes. Well, the easiest answer is to simply become Cthulhu, because then the trick question, I have no idea what animal could actually survive at that depth other than like
no bones. Anything that doesn't have bones.
Yeah, like there's certain crustaceans or like deep sea fish.
Giant squid survived that deep too.
So probably one of those would be my consideration.
But then the question is, what's your predator? We wouldn't know. We haven't seen it yet. Isn't that terrifying?
That's the terror of it. Yeah, is that you don't really know. Yes. As for how to not hyperventilate, it's simply through the process of grounding techniques, mindfulness, and honestly, probably some sort of chemical substance to assist.
Oh, I don't think I would want to like drunken dive with.
No, probably not a drunken dive. Just a mild mood stabilizer. You know?
Okay, sure.
Just something to calm the nerves. Just
a little bit of Tylenol, not a sponsor.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, exactly. Just a non-sponsored NSAID. You know.
Got it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, fighting this man right now feels like a vacation from what I had to deal with, and this is wonderful. And I welcome it forever, and I don't ever want to let it go, but I'm going to immediately after.
That's the highest you can get. Like that's
no. We're not playing that game. We're just maxing out. We're just maxing out whatever the heck we need to. That's it. That's it, mate. That's it.
Speaking of,
because after seeing what 32 can do to me, I don't think I want to do any higher. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, would you ever attempt a level 64, 63 thingamabobber?
I don't know, maybe.
Shall be my pleasure.
That would not be a good time.
It would be a bad. You're right. Absolutely be a bad time. I would not enjoy it in the least. I would fight it and fight everyone involved. I would drive to the developer's house.
Also, speaking of the developer, like, they seem like one of the healthiest work environments I've ever seen in any like dev or like indie place ever. they're so chill, and they believe in no work emails after. That was so nice. And no work emails after Thursday.
I shall keep coming back.
And just like never doing crunch and playtesting everything for years in early access to make sure that they're on point. Like they're really nice. And there's very small studio, and everyone that's there has like an employee retention rate of like almost 100.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think like only one person has left in like the past forever years,
which is impressive.
Oh yeah. But that concludes. Look at 170 with our 850. Oh, that was gross. Oh, it's wonderful. I'm trying to get to 25,000 so I can buy the theme, because I don't know what. That's the only thing that stopped me from
glorious defeats. And this has been a tale that falls somewhere in the middle overall.
It's been the only thing that stopped me from continuing to do my health bar, like the prestige. It's like, okay, once I get to this one that I like the design that I have right now. I was like, oh, you know, I might as well get this theme and then have nothing else to spend darkness on. Now, look at the lounge. I completed the lounge.
Look at all of that.
Look at Skelly. Are you proud of me, Dad?
I am so happy and proud of you.
Thank you.
Your father is. You are the employee of the month as well, just so you're aware.
Oh, yeah. That's so rare. I love that you're here for this one.
Hell yeah, dude.
What do you want? You want that for a dad? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna just leave that there as it is. Oh, Nix.
Well.
Are you gonna talk to me about Ares?
Pride has been the failing of so many mortals, child, and has brought low members of your family as well. And yet, I am so very proud of you for what you have achieved. I wanted you to be aware of that.
Oh, thank you.
That means a lot to me, Nix. Though I never could have done any of this without your help. Even after I lashed out at you after I learned the truth about Mother, you never stopped caring for me. And you put yourself directly in harm's way defying Father's will. Why do all that for me?
I am eternally committed to this house. Long before your father came to rule, I was already here. When he arrived, I needed to do everything I could to keep order and establish with Lord Hades an agreeable relationship. But there is one more reason besides that.
You love me?
To get on better terms with the Olympians. They always used to frown on the underworld.
No, you fool.
Now that they know us, they seem much more willing to get involved and help with things.
No, it's because she loves you.
A reasonable guess, and not without some truth to it, but no, my child. My reason for helping you is simpler than that. It is because I love you.
Oh?
You may not be born of me, but I raised you like one of my own, and I have cared for you as I am capable.
I love you too.
Nix, I love you too. Thank you for everything.
No, come here. Let's go. No, what I say. Let's come over here and pet the dog. Oh, the dog's not here. Okay. Thank you, Dad.
Frolicking.
Yeah. Yes, he is. You don't have anything. Oh, you have something.
How's that rail of adamant been working out for you lately?
Pretty well, I won.
Always figured the direct approach was more your style.
It is.
Though I happened to have a look at your permanent record lately, and it turns out you're doing a lot of work with that thing.
I mean, brother, if you look at my permanent record a little more closely, you'll see that I've been doing exactly perfectly with everything. All right. I've been keeping it pretty even, you know?
Fun of toes. You're learning to pry in others' business. The rail's been working out just fine, thanks. Though, now that you mention it, how well do you know Eris? One of Nyx's daughters, right? Seems she wielded the rail before me.
Beautiful name.
The mortals call her Strife. She and her children. It's thanks partly to their dedicated efforts I'm so busy all the time. Though, it is best we didn't speak of her, I think.
Okay.
Well,
it would be so cool. Like, this studio doesn't really do DLC because they release complete games, which I love. But it'd be nice to see like all of those other aspects and gods, right? Like to see Eris, to see like Hera, and any of the others. Like that would be pretty cool, right?
Or even once again, like I've said it before, adds like one final extreme measures where it's essentially like the what is it? It's the gods of the underworld, the
gods of the underworld.
The Chthonic, yeah, it's like
the Chthonic gods. The Chthonic gods. So you would fight Nyx?
Yeah, so not like Nyx, but you would fight the Fates. It would be an increased version of Charon and things like that. So, like a Fates DLC would be a very interesting.
You know what? I've neglected the shield for a long time.
Get what that's supposed to be.
Let's do it.
Change form.
You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna queue up my next round with your thing. I'm gonna do aspect of Beowulf.
Which
those flyers going?
Ideally, it'll be before the Pierce Butterfly round, but this will be the aspect of Beowulf with. Yeah, I'll decide what I'm doing off camera. But yeah, that was dope. Thank you for joining me, Addy. That was awesome. This was a really much needed victory lap. Very chill, very smooth, and thanks for letting the audience hear your chocolatey, silky, smoothly voice.
Is the essentially the equivalent of the like the onset episode of the anime, wherever you're relaxing after the fight. So
yeah. So like if you enjoyed the episode, y'all. Comment if you want to talk about it, and subscribe if you want to hang out. See you in the next one. Bye.